Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Mastermind Creations Reformatted R-30 Nitro figure. This figure is a retool of Mastermind's R-27 Calidus, which totally isn't a third-party rendition of Rodimus Prime, retooled to make a modern take on Nitro Convoy from Galaxy Force, or, as US fans would know them, Override from Transformers Cybertron. I never owned the Cybertron figure, but I did own several other Velocitron residents before I had to downsize my collection, so I figured Nitro would fit right in on my shelves. Out of the box, the figure is packaged in robot mode, but slight note, the fins on Nitro's back fall straight off. They are super loose out of the box, but thankfully some folks over on the TFW forums helped me figure a way to keep them in better with some fixes that I did after filming. Also, the figure does come with a collector card, and the instructions double as a fun little comic, which I think is awesome! Other than the fin hiccups, the painting and sculpting on the figure is beautiful. I love that the head sculpt feels like the old Cybertron toy, brought more in line with modern characters, and even leaves some room for you to decide whether they're the male Nitro Convoy or the female Override. The chest feels a little blank, but honestly that's nothing a little Autobot sticker can't fix, which I'll probably get whenever I order another third-party figure. I love that Nitro has such a sleek frame to their design, feeling a lot more organic than the original toy, at least as far as I've seen from photos. And I really enjoy that the back of the figure doesn't appear to be super Kibble City other than the front of the car being on the heels instead of being the feet of the figure, though that seems to be a carryover from Calidus rather than any fault on Nitro. Posability on this figure is astounding compared to most of the chugs I've reviewed so far on the channel. Neck is on a ball joint, though partially impeded by the collar around the head. Shoulders are on a lovely double joint that moves out, though they do like to pop off of the chest, with a wonderful rotation. Elbows are double jointed as well, with joints on both sides of the double joint, allowing Nitro to properly bring up fists into a fighting stance. Wrists are on a nice ball joint, with opening hands and an individual pointing finger to lead Velocitron like a proper convoy. Waist has a very nice swivel, though sadly there is no ab crunch. Hips are on a nice tight ratchet and move forward and back quite nicely. Thighs have a very nice swivel, and knees are gorgeous on the figure, bending past 90 and even allowing a kneeling pose, albeit slightly leaning. Ankles pivot nicely, though not quite as far as some of the other figures I would hope to see Nitro with. For size comparisons for the figure, here Nitro is next to Cybertron Deluxe Landmine, Siege Galaxy Upgrade Optimus Prime, and Make Toys Galaxy Meteor. Now, Nitro here is a wonderful robot, but it's not a Transformer for nothing. Cue the transformation music that I'm going to start incorporating. And here we have Nitro in vehicle mode. While I can still definitely believe that this is an absolute speed machine, I can't help but notice it feels bulkier than the Cybertron cartoon and toy line made the vehicle mode look. I do get that the vehicle is retooled from Calidus, but it feels a little more off than the robot did. Either way, the wheels on this figure are in this beautiful translucent red plastic, which gives me vibes of Cybertron Ransac's tires, and the figure even has a port on the back to store Nitro's weapon in the same spot as the Cybertron toy. Sadly, no cyber key gimmick on Nitro, but still a wonderful little attention to detail to put the gun in the same spot. And even if it is a retool, I still love the additions of detail across the vehicle mode that give it a little more life than the old toy version. For size comparisons, again, we have Landmine, Prime, and Galaxy Meteor. Now, one last thing about this vehicle mode. At least on the desk that I was sitting at when I was writing this, didn't roll too well. On my recording station, it rolls wonderfully, as well as on any rough surfaces like carpet. All in all, Nitro here is a wonderful figure, and I would say is a great addition to a collector looking for a masterpiece-grade Cybertron figure. I'll definitely be keeping my eye on Mastermind Creations as a company, just since the whole third-party scene is still so new to me as a whole. It's been a while since I've done this, but to give this figure a rating, well, I guess I need a rating system. You know what, for now I'll stick with the classic 10 scale, but I might think of something later. For now, this figure gets a 7 out of 10 for me. It's a great figure, but there are some minor problems to weigh before grabbing it. I'll leave a link in the description for where I got the figure if you're interested. Thanks for watching, everyone. I know this is a kinda new format for me, going with a scripted, edited style, but I figured I wanted to start putting a little more effort into the channel. I've still got loads on my backlog, so please feel free to subscribe, like, and comment down below to tell me what I should review next. I hope you'll stick around, and as always, have a great rest of your day, everybody.